hour or online anytime at DeWittDailyNews.com. Currently, it's 73 degrees.
MR Systems Wireless is your local internet provider for Clinton and surrounding area. They have the products you want and the local service you deserve. MR Systems Wireless Internet Service for home or business includes unlimited data, unlimited streaming, and unlimited calling. Plans start at just $48 a month and get a free Roku 4 lease with our media packages. Get the speed you need with MR Systems Wireless. Call them at 935-2100. That's 935-2100 for MR Systems Wireless.
It's no secret that employers are having a difficult time hiring qualified personnel, whether full or part-time. The Miller Media Group wants to help you, the employer, to find the candidates you're looking for. That's why we've created IllinoisJobPost.com. That's IllinoisJobPost.com. This website is part of a broad radio and internet employment campaign available through the Miller Media Group. Contact your account manager or email sales at randyradio.com for more information. IllinoisJobPost.com is where we put the power of radio and the internet to attract prospective candidates.
If you're looking for a healthcare provider that truly cares about you and your family's well-being, the SIU Center for Family Medicine is now accepting new patients. They're available to help you live your healthiest life. Regular checkups with a healthcare provider can be the key to a healthier you. Take charge of your health and join their caring community of patients. Call 217-735-2317 or click their icon at DeWittDailyNews.com to schedule your first appointment. At the SIU Center for Family Medicine, they're not just your healthcare providers, they're your partners in wellness.
Hey, this is Todd Gleason from Illinois Extension here with a time change for our daily market report on WHOW. You can now catch our daily review of the commodity markets at 5:06 on all of WHOW's many platforms. You'll still hear all of our commodity analysts and weather professionals each afternoon, but at a brand new time. And you'll still hear the weekly wrap-up of the commodity markets right here on WHOW when Commodity Week airs Saturdays at 8:30 a.m. Remember the time change for the daily closing market report on WHOW at our new time, 5:06 p.m. weekdays.
Your friend in Central Illinois. WHOW.
Top of the morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. My guest in studio today, Kendra Wallace, is the 4-H coordinator for the U of I Extension in DeWitt, Macon, and Piatt counties. Good morning, Kendra. How are you?
Good morning, Seth. I'm well. How about yourself?
Doing good. All right, busy season is upon us. Are you ready for all the craziness?
I believe so. One day at a time. That's like I like to take it for right now.
Especially right now because the extension is in the midst of a move. What's going on?
Yes, we are switching locations. We're moving out off of 51 to the building that houses the Flower Corner right across from the Casey's on 54.
Mm-hmm. So why the move, if you don't mind me asking?
Change of location. I just think it's going to give us a little better sight. Mm-hmm. Yes, you could still see us out there on 51, but being in town and giving us a more accessible location for kids maybe who don't have transportation as well.
Mm-hmm, for sure, a little more ease of access and more visibility at the same time. Very good. So look forward to that. Now, do you know when you'll be in that office full time and that sort of thing?
It is still a little bit of a delay at the moment. As we know, most construction projects take a little time. Mm-hmm. So I am going to say probably, I would say July 1 to have a full open office. But please keep a lookout on the website and our Facebook pages to get more information.
Now, I'm not super familiar with that building. Will you still have like the flexibility that you had in terms of just the space and everything you need space for in this new building?
Yes, we will still have a large conference room. Everyone has office space in there as well as the large reception area. So I think it's still a good fit for our office. Mm-hmm. It is a little touch smaller, but I think it's still going to serve all of our purposes.
There you go. That's what you want. Very good. So we'll look forward to that here in the next month or so, getting the extension into the new location and being in there full time. Very good. Well, along with all of those things, Kendra, with the move, you've got 4-H fair season coming right up around the corner. I look at the calendar. We are darn near a month away.
Yes.
Hard to believe it's already upon us.
It sneaks up fast. It really does.
It does. Now, what do you have to do yet still to prepare for the fair season?
So right now, a lot of it is making sure our marketing materials come out. So you guys will be receiving those soon as well, and just making sure that the families are exactly where they need to be. June 1st. So this last Saturday was our cutoff for project enrollment. So that is completed. So unfortunately, if anyone did not get projects in by that date, then will not be able to exhibit them at the show this year. And then we had our poultry testing and poultry show clinic on Sunday. Huge turnout. We had roughly about 22 members show up with family, and we tested over 114 birds.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. So it's just making sure that those final touches are all in place, and then our next big step will be prepping the general projects building and the old show barn, making sure everything's ready to go so projects can start coming in.
Yeah. Now, is poultry pretty popular in DeWitt County?
Yes, we have a very, very large number of 4-H members that show poultry in DeWitt, and it is very quickly growing in Pyatt and Macon as well. So,
Is it really?
Yes, I'm very excited. I do believe that the smaller livestock is a lot more manageable for families, whether that be for cost effectiveness or just ease of showing the animal itself. Don't get me wrong, they still can be very temperamental, but a lot more manageable for the younger kids.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good transition for anyone wanting to start on the livestock train.
Well, and you talk about a popular program in DeWitt County and even your 3-county area is, of course, the horse show. And that's the first really kind of kickoff event for the 4-H fair season. So speak to the horse show a little bit, Kendra.
Yeah, so the horse show, we have a fantastic superintendent, Dan Enos. He's very experienced in the area. He's also a local club leader for our Rebel Riders Club. And they do a lot of prep. So he opens the fairgrounds in the horse arena. I believe it's every Thursday evening, starting in April, all the way up until the end of June, for kids to come out and practice their patterns, their classes, so that they get an idea of what to expect during shows. So whether you're brand new, and it's open to any of our 4-H'ers, so anyone DeWitt, Macon, or Pyatt County can come out, get additional instruction, and just learn a little bit more about the show in general.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Get a little practice in for sure. So the horse show is July 5 and 6 or 6 and 7?
6 and 7.
6 and 7. So look forward to that. Do you know what participation is going to be like for that one this year?
I honestly have not. Like I said, the entry system closed on Saturday. So
okay.
That's my job today, is to go in and start looking at numbers to help prepare our superintendents for the amount of projects that will be showing in their areas.
All right. Very good. What are some of the areas of showing for the horse show?
So for the horse show, you've got your Western classes, you've got English classes. They do also, I believe, have some trail riding classes. I apologize, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Sunday's always a really fun day. That's when they do all of their gaming classes. So if you're not familiar with gaming, it's like egg and spoon, flags, keyhole. It's those really fun challenge type classes to get the kids really just, I don't know, it's energizing to watch. It really is.
Yeah.
And then our superintendent and volunteers also do a really cool thing for the little kids, because they're not old enough to show just yet. So they also have stick horse games that they play as well.
Okay, cool. So that's part of the horse show that, again, kind of kicks off the 4-H fair season, and then it's off to the general projects and everything the following week. So what highlight some of the dates that are important during that time, Kendra?
Yes. So for the general projects and livestock show, that is going to start on July the 11th. I do apologize. Let me pull up my schedule here, because I really do want to highlight some of these fun things that's going on. And then I do actually have one small correction. So Thursday the 11th kicks us off with our tractor driving. That challenges our members to come in, and they have equipment that they can drive through a course, and they're judged on that. And then most of our livestock families will start to show up Thursday night and set up their pens and everything. Then Friday morning kicks us off. It's super busy. We'll be there bright and early, probably about 6:30, because you can start checking in all projects at 8 o'clock. And then our vet goes around, starts checking livestock, and then our very first event to actually kick off the fair is the poultry show. That starts at 9 a.m. And then our general project categories start right there at 9:30 as well. And they'll continue on all throughout the afternoon into the late afternoon. Our last is the clothing and review, and that is at 3 o'clock. But then we want everyone to please stick around because the DeWitt County Farm Bureau Young Leaders Group also puts on an Ag Olympics, and that's open to everyone. We want to invite the community to come out as well. So if you've got littles at home and want to experience a little taste of the fair, please come out. They've got games and prizes, and it's going to be a good time.
Now, what's Ag Olympics all about?
So Ag Olympics is something we partnered with the young leaders. They wanted to do a give back to the community, especially with 4-H, because most are 4-H and FFA alumni.
Sure.
And so they, a couple years ago, no, it's been longer than that, I apologize. Anyways, we'll say it's been 4 to 5 years ago.
Okay.
We started this where they would come out and host some games, and they're real simple games. Like when I was a young leader and I was involved with it, we were doing like watermelon seed spitting contest, wheelbarrow races. We did the suitcase race. That's always one of my favorites. If you're not familiar with that, like each contestant has to go down. It's a relay, and they have to collect a piece of clothing, put it on, and come back.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
Until the whole outfit's on, and then they have to. But the kids in the oversized clothes, it was a lot of fun. But the all-time favorite is the Cheetos and shaving cream. That's where the kids get a handful of shaving cream, they put it on their face, and then they get to dunk their face in a bowl of Cheetos, and they get points for how many they collect.
Oh gosh, that's so funny.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's very
I'll bet
messy.
they like that one.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's messy, but it's an absolute favorite. So.
Oh, that's so funny.
But
That is
they
funny.
do change the games up, so it's hard to tell what their plans are for this year.
Okay.
But I know it's always a good time. So.
Very good. So when is Ag Olympics then?
Ag Olympics will be Friday, July the 12th at 7 p.m. They're at the DeWitt County Fairgrounds.
And you mentioned it's a good opportunity to get a taste of the fair.
Yes.
You know, have a little fun at the same time, but come out and see what the fair is all about, what goes on, and some of those things.
Most definitely. Both our horse show and our general projects and livestock show are open to the public for viewing. So if you would just like to come out and support the kids and the families, if you are interested, we can always use volunteers in the kitchen. So that will just kind of help you get your feet wet. And if you're looking to explore 4-H, or if you're a 4-H alumni from anywhere in the world, not just in the state of Illinois or DeWitt County, but we're always happy to have folks to come out and just enjoy the atmosphere. Definitely check out the kitchen because the food's amazing.
Sure.
And just have fun.
And now, again, our guest in studio today, Kendra Wallace, is the Extension 4-H coordinator for U of I Extension in DeWitt, Macon, and Piatt counties. The show itself is open to the public as well. Like folks can just come out and see what's going on. Correct?
Definitely. We do not have any open exhibits for non 4-H members to show.
Is that a thing?
It can be. Depends on the shows across the state.
Okay.
Now, our livestock superintendents have put together a junior show that runs in coalition. So if you're a 4-H age and you're showing livestock and you live in DeWitt, Macon, or Piatt County, we still invite you to come out for that. The junior show is open in that aspect.
Yes.
You just have to be of 4-H age.
Okay.
But the general projects show, we don't have anything like that.
Sure. But still, again, just a good opportunity to get a taste of the fair, what it's all about, and maybe a prospective 4-H member for the next year.
Exactly.
Gives them an idea of what to anticipate. Very good. Well, Kendra, I look at the clock. We're maybe a touch ahead of a break, but let's pause here and we'll come back with some more. Best way for folks to learn about all things Extension, DeWitt County 4-H, all the programs coming up. How about that?
The best way to find that information is to check out our website, which is extension.illinois.edu/D for DeWitt, M for Macon, P for Piatt.
That is, again, Kendra Wallace, 4-H coordinator for the U of I Extension in DeWitt, Macon, and Piatt counties, our guest in studio. More to come with Kendra on the morning show.
WHOW.
Let's check the opening numbers now at the Chicago Board of Trade on this Monday. Jim Taylor, RFD Radio Network. Corn starting the day slightly higher, beans lower, and wheat double-digit higher. July corn opening 447.5, up 1 1/4. September corn up a penny, 455, and new crop December 468, up a penny. July beans starting the day 11.96 1/4, down 8 3/4. August beans down 8.5. 11.95. New crop November 11.77.5, down 7. July wheat 6.96.5, up 18. September wheat up 17 3/4, 7.17 1/4. December wheat 7.41 1/4, up 17 3/4. July bean meal 361.70, that's down $3, and July bean oil 45.05, down 47 cents. Opening numbers on this Monday. Jim Taylor, RFD Radio Network.
Here's owner Dave Jackson at your Clinton Save-A-Lot, Fighting Inflation 2024.
I look at every cost increase, every suggested retail price, and many times I'll go with the suggested, it depends, or I'll not go up as much, won't go up at all. I just can't raise things as fast as the market is going. I can't do that, and I look at that and go, how can we sell this for this retail? This is crazy.
Dave fights inflation every day at your Clinton Save-A-Lot.
Hope to see you soon.
Allergy season is here, and our Warner Hospital and Health Services walk-in clinic inside our family medicine is here to help. No appointment, no problem. Find out more by clicking our icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Ramey Miller from Run Deep Coaching. Take your power back. I do holistic personal and business coaching. My service is virtual, so we can visit no matter where you are. Find out more by clicking my icon at DeWittDailyNews.com. That's DeWittDailyNews.com.
Your friend in Central Illinois, WHOW.
Once again, my guest in studio today, Kendra Wallace. She is the 4-H coordinator for the U of I Extension in DeWitt, Macon, and Piatt counties. Kendra, as we continue on here on the morning show today, tell us about just some important dates and times and things for folks to know about fair season that's right around the corner. How about that?
For sure. Just to kind of recap again, we have our horse show there on July the 6th and 7th, and then our general projects and livestock shows are July the 11th through the 14th. I know we kind of previously had talked about Friday a little bit. It kicks off bright and early. Projects will start to show at 9 a.m. Friday, July the 12th, and continue on until the late afternoon with the Ag Olympics that we mentioned in the evening. But on Saturday, July the 13th, we start quite early. So we start with our swine show at 8 a.m. Again, the rest of the afternoon filling with general projects. We've got our rabbit show in there as well. And then I did want to shout out that we do have a misprint in our fair book, our show book for Saturday the 13th, and that's our sheep show. It is actually going to take place at 2 p.m. on Saturday, July the 13th.
Okay.
It just got kind of moved down a little bit, but that will continue. That'll be the last of the livestock shows for Saturday. And then Sunday the 14th, we start again early with our beef show, continuing the afternoon with the last of the general project categories. And then at 4 p.m. we'll start our awards program. Again, I want to invite everyone to come out and see that. That just gives us a chance to recognize the kids for all the hard work that they've done. This is a culminating event, so the kids are showing or exhibiting projects that they've worked on throughout the entire 4-H year from September 1 all the way to August 31, or in this case, July.
Yeah, right.
The end of July, or middle of July, rather. But it gives them an opportunity to really showcase those skills, because with 4-H, that well, it is one of our mottos, is to give the kids an opportunity to have a hands-on experience and to create these skills, find their spark, maybe potentially even find their career path in doing some of these projects as well. Because 4-H has come a long way, just like FFA. It's no longer sows, plows, and cows. So we are well expanded. Our STEM programs are growing exponentially, which is fantastic to see, and everything in between. So
shooting sports continues to be very popular.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's always space. to keep an eye out on the marketing. Those final shoots will be on those as well.
Okay.
So if anyone is interested, I know our coordinator, our 4-H program coordinator in Piatt County, Eric Eichmeyer, has done fantastic things this year. He actually had a shooting sports extravaganza where folks could come out to the 4-H Memorial Camp there at Allerton and experience each of those disciplines as well. So keep your eye out. I mean, he's really got some cool things coming up for this next year, and I encourage everyone to check those out.
For sure. So a lot going on as it relates to fair season coming up here, Kendra. Any important dates to keep an eye out for, whether it's here in June or along the way on the fair calendar itself?
On the fair calendar itself, just pretty much what we covered as far as the show schedule. That also can be found on our website along in the show book as well. So when you click on
That's okay.
I want to instruct everyone correctly here. So when you're going to that extension.illinois.edu/DMP, you'll select local programs, and it's under kids and 4-H. The very first thing that pops up is a graphic that has some really cool visual arts projects on it from last year, and there's a link right there to the show book.
Easy enough.
So it's very easy to find, and again, the schedule is in there. And I did want to give a shout out to some another program that's going on, and that is for June the 20th. Our wellness and nutrition team at the extension office is putting together a Fun in the Kitchen. So this is open to kids 8 to 14. You do not have to be a 4-H member. This is an exploratory kind of thing. And that will be held at the Vespasian Warner Library. So if you are interested in cooking or fun in the kitchen, you can go to go.illinois.edu/kitchenfun to register for that class.
Do you need to register for that one?
Yes, and the registration for that closes on the 16th.
Okay, so right around the corner. And again, that's June 20th. What times?
At 3 p.m.
Okay, very good. So be a part of that if interested. Kendra, I wanted to ask, as we get closer to fair season, are you still in need of volunteers? I know this is a topic you and I hit on just about every month, but never hurts to reiterate.
Yes.
The volunteers it takes to make this happen. Do you need volunteers yet still?
Most definitely. So we do still have some judging slots that need to be filled, especially in the visual arts area. So if you have any background or just a general interest yourself, as like a personal interest in visual arts, definitely give us a shout. You are more than welcome to call any of the 3 offices. Even with the DeWitt in process of moving, you can still call at the same number, and it will get you to one of our 4-H staff. So give us a call or shoot any of us an email. You can do that as well, but we're definitely still looking for that, and we can always use help in the kitchen.
Okay.
The kitchen is volunteer ran, so it is hosted by the Fair Board, the DeWitt County 4-H Fair Board. Great group of people, but I know that is kind of our ongoing thing is we definitely need to fill some space, and whether that's tending the cash box, serving drinks, serving on the lunch line, or especially the grill, because a lot of times we have the kids in there working the kitchen as well, which is great to give them that experience. But due to safety, we just make sure that there's always an adult on the adults cover the grill.
Makes sense. Makes sense for sure. What is the time commitment to be a judge at the fair?
I would say give yourself probably it depends on the area, in all honesty. Our visual arts areas, I would say give yourself at least an hour to 2 hours of the day to kind of complete everything.
Okay.
We don't need you all afternoon. If you would love to be there all afternoon, I'm sure we can find something for you to do. But as far as just individually judging, about an hour to 2 hours.
Okay, yeah, not bad at all. So very good. Are there any other areas you need judges for this at this point?
Foods is also another category. So if anybody would like to come and taste cookies or coffee cakes, Rice Krispie treats, different kinds of breads, we can always use judges in that area.
I'm sure there's people they just hate those types of things.
I know, it's awful to spend your afternoon eating Rice Krispies.
I know it. Very good. Well, Kendra, I look at the clock. We're quickly running out of time with you here for this morning. Anything else we haven't touched on today you want to put out there for us this morning?
Honestly, I think we pretty much covered all of it. I know, again, I am a little scrambled, so I do apologize.
No, you're fine. You're moving offices, for goodness sakes.
Yeah,
you know?
with the move and the fair, I'm just, like I said, day by day. So, but I think we covered just about all of it. And but again, if anyone has any questions whatsoever, they can reach out to the office or find our information on the website.
And the office number is?
217-935-5764.
And the web address is?
extension.illinois.edu/D for DeWitt, M for Macon, P for Pyatt.
Well, Kendra, have a great fair season. Enjoy it. Hopefully it goes by quickly and it's not too hot, right?
Yeah.
It's always a hot one at the fair season.
We know Illinois weather is always unpredictable.
No question. Well, enjoy the fair season, Kendra, and thank you for coming out with us here this morning. Kendra Wallace is the 4-H coordinator for U of I Extension in DeWitt, Macon, and Pyatt counties, our guest in studio. Network news on the way.
WHOW.
The Big 1520 WHOW Clinton, 92.3 FM W222 BG Clinton, 106.5 FM W293 DJ Normal Bloomington.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. Firefighters reporting significant progress on a wildfire. It has scorched 22 square miles in the San Francisco Bay.